Okay, so I think that's dealing with everything that we had outstanding. Let's go ahead and continue our move. I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. And let's roll again. We'll say red is first. So that is a room, and it is room type 5. So room type 5 is this kind of room right here. Let's put this up here a little bit more. This kind of room right here. So I'm just going to put this off to the side as an aid, and it's symmetrical, so it doesn't matter how I orient it. So I'm just going to draw it like this. So there's kind of these steps. All right. Let's see where this is why I need to keep track of the moves sometimes. Let's see. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 more moves. We're just going to begin the room. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're in the center of the room. So that ends our turn. So now we're going to roll for an encounter in this room. I'll just roll the red die. Seems appropriate. 6. No encounter. Thank goodness. Now let's roll to see what type of room it is. And I'm going to roll this one. 1. So it's just a regular room. So we're going to roll now for the regular room features table. And actually I have modified this. I added some of these rooms now may have a trap in them, and some of them may have a coin op oracle, which is a new thing. So I'm going to consult to the one that's on my computer rather than the one that I have, the printout that I have. But yeah, it's largely the same list. Okay, it's still a D66 table, so I'm going to roll these 2 dice. Say black is the 10s, 12, and we got 1d6 bones stacked in a peculiar pattern. Okay, so there's a bunch of bones in this room, and they're stacked in a peculiar pattern. So I don't know. Well, let's see how many there are. So there's 1d6. There's one bone. So that makes it easy. And a standard bone. All right. And the reason there's actually, a certain number of bones is that conceivably you can take them. If you were a necromancer, you might want bones. As of now, I'm not a necromancer, nor do I have any plans to become one, so I'm just going to leave the bones be. Now we can search this room, and we can search the room up to 3 times. So actually, I'm going to start numbering the rooms, which I forgot to do. So I'm just going to put a little 1 here, a little 2 up here, and then so we didn't get to do anything in this room, but I think I will search this room. So searching is 2d6. And I forgot to say, but reds were going to be the 10s. So we have 34. So let's see if we found anything. Here's our room search table, which is unchanged, so it's the version I have printed out is still good. 34 is a potion. All right, so with potions, we use the same potion table. Let's actually, I think we've done this before. Yeah, here we go. So potions and fountains. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to move my mini out of the way so I can lay this flat. First thing we're going to do is roll for the color, and then we can, and then I'm not going to taste it yet. I'm not going to try it yet. But once we get the color, we can kind of get a sense of what type of potion it might be. So let's see. Let's roll for color. 6 is opalescent. So opalescent is all about goetic energy and enchanted items. So most of these are pretty positive. So you might get goetic energy for a limited time. It might be to add, just add to our goetic energy permanently. Goetic energy is not something. It is on the character sheet, but it's not something I've gone over in any great detail. Basically, it's what you use for casting spells. So we haven't found any scrolls yet, so that's not a thing that we can do. But if we find a scroll, maybe I'll drink the potion and see if I can go down the route. See if I can go down the route of being a spellcaster. So I'm just going to note that on my character sheet for now. Okay, and also, oh, you know what? I put current move down here when I should put it up here. I'll just erase that. So room searched. I'm going to label this. So I kind of left this blank so you can label however you want. But I'm going to label this. I'm going to put like 1 and a 2, and we did 1 search in this room. So you get to search. You get to search 3 times, and this is actually something I need to think about. Again, this is why I do playtesting. So the basic rule is you can search 3 times. The reasoning being is, like, say you need to find a key in a certain room, for example, and so you want to have at least a couple chances, 3 chances of finding it. But then I made up another rule that said you can search until you find something. So those rules are a little bit contradictory, because let's say you're searching, you want to find a key, and there's at least one room that you need to find a key in that room. So, but if you find something other than that key, then you're done searching, according to my own rules. So those two don't quite work together. So yeah, I guess you can keep searching. I'm going to think about that, but let's say for now you can keep searching regardless of what you find. The caveat, however, is that you need to roll for an encounter, so we're going to do that now. Two. So we've had an encounter. Let's see what that is. Okay, I put it on too soon. All right. 2 dice. Yellow will be 10s. 16. Boot. Boot is skill 5, strength 6, or I'm sorry, not strength, stamina 6, armor 2, ouch, move 9. So his move is greater than mine. Let's look at the map. So I'm here. So if I wanted to flee, I have to match his move in order to flee. And since my move is only 6, I can't do that. But what I can do is roll in the roll versus. So I'm using scrambling versus his skill. In the roll versus, I roll 3 dice and take the lowest 2 values. And that'll allow me to move twice my movement. Is that worth doing? Maybe, but unlike the Grue, we can flee at any time, so I don't know. Let's fight this guy and see what happens. Okay, I have my encounter sheet here. Oh, looks like I already filled it out a little bit. Well, that's okay. So I'm just going to put over here. Boot, its skill is 5, its stamina, what'd I say, 8. Stamina 6, armor 2. And then the damage, 1d6 plus 4. So basically a medium beast. All right. So yeah, now I have that bulk fast insta shake. And if I want to drink it, I need to decide now, because I can't do it in the middle of the fight. You know what? Let's do it. So I'm going to drink my bulk fast insta shake. Cross it out. And for melee, I'll have a +1 temporarily for this combat. So yeah, we'll go from there. So we're going to give the boot these two dice, and I will be these 2 dice. Let's go ahead and roll. I rolled a 6 versus his 3, so that easily beats him. Then I have a spear, which is 1d6 plus 1. 3. And he already has armor of 2. So that is 1 point of damage. Let's roll again. Six versus 9. So that's 14 for him and 13 for me. So he bests me in this case. So I'll roll for my damage. 3. So it's 1d6 plus 4. So that's 7. Minus 1 for my armor. That's 6. So he gives me a pretty good kick right in the ribs. And I'm down to 13. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more of a kicking I can take, but let's try it one more time. All right, so I got a 2, or I'm sorry, I got 6, and you got 7, but I have 2 more. My melee advanced skill gives me an advantage of 2 over him, so I win that. So like I'm 7, so this is 11, and his is 5, so this is just 12. Wait. 6 plus 7 is 13. versus 12. There we go. Maths. All right. So I get him good in the eyelet with my spear. And I do no damage because his armor is 2. So I think it's time to start thinking about fleeing. I'm not sure how much more I can keep up with this. Let's do one more round. So 6 and 8. And if you'll, okay, so 6 is plus 7 is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we clash spectacularly and fall back with neither of us taking any damage. This is getting tense. All right, so let's try one more time. One more time. 7 plus 6 is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. Again, he tries to stomp on me, but I managed to get out of the way, lunge with my spear, and miss entirely. So we're just circling each other now. One more time. Well, that went off the edge of the table on the other direction, which I can't get, so I'm going to roll. And I wish I hadn't done that. Okay, so he hits me this time for sure. Two plus 4, that's 6. Minus 1 is 5. Down to 8. I've hit him twice and only managed to do 1 point of damage. This guy is tough. Now here's an interesting question. When I fled the Grue, I took one of the other routes out of the room rather than going back. I think in general, fleeing was intended to go like the monster was blocking the exits, so you can only go back the way you came. So in this situation, when there's multiple exits, it might be interesting to determine which of these, let's say he's blocking one of them, right? He's not blocking all of them. So we're going to roll to see which one he's blocking. So we're going to say, so he's not blocking this one because that's the way we came in. So we'll say he's blocking, so this one's 1 through 2. This one's 3 to 4. This one's 5 to 6. So we're just going to help. Here's the die that I dropped. 3. So it's this one right here, which is kind of what I wanted anyways, because like it's the one directly across from me, but it could have been any of the other ones. So let's say we're going to flee up this way. Now, in order to do that, we still have to roll. We still have to best him in a roll versus, but we're using our scrambling now. And our scrambling is actually 6, so that is good. We're not getting the benefit of the insta shake, and it kind of galls me that this thing battered us to the point that we had to basically waste our potion. But I don't see any other way around it. So we're gonna flee this way and take whatever lumps we might get from that, and hopefully it's not too bad. So let's see. Oh, also, So I finally did good. Here's 6 plus my 6, that is 12. 4 plus it's 5 is 9. So yeah, we can flee. Oh wait a minute. I forgot an important rule. So basically, we basically roll with disadvantage when we're fleeing because the boot has a move of 9. And we only have a move of 6. And we have to meet or exceed its move. So in order to do that, we roll with a disadvantage, and we can move for twice our normal rate. So I've just barely beat him right here. So I'm going to roll one more die, and we're going to take the two worst scores. So, which is terrible because this is already pretty bad. So this is probably the one that's going to be replaced. It might not be replaced with anything good. Well, what do you know? Okay, so actually, we still made it. So we can move 12 now. So let's go ahead and roll to see what's over here. Let me kick all these dice out. And we'll roll some of these. Red will be our first one. 6 and 3. So this is another room, and it's room type 3. So this is room type 3 right here. Oh no, wait, that's 2. Here's room type 3 right here. So let's say we're gonna orient it like this. Let's put this up here. So we'll say that this is the connecting passage right here. And it comes out 2. All right. So we're going to move 12 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can move diagonally too. So let's say like 1, 2, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so since this is a room, we have to stop here.